Look around a crowded room. So many differences jump out at you. Hair color, height, skin tone, the way people smile or laugh. Each person seems unique, with their own style, their own story, and their own way of moving through the world. It's easy to think we're all incredibly different, almost as if we come from completely separate worlds. But here's a secret. Beneath all those visible differences, we're astonishingly similar in ways you might never expect. If you compared the DNA of any two people on Earth, you'd find something incredible. Our genetic code is almost completely identical, no matter where we're from or what language we speak. In fact, all humans share 99.9% of the same DNA. That tiny 0.1% is responsible for all the visible differences we notice. For every 1,000 letters in your genetic code, 999 are exactly the same as anyone else's, no matter where they live, what they look like, or what traditions they follow. This shared genetic heritage connects every single one of us, forming an invisible thread that links us together as one big human family. It's the universal blueprint for building a human. Hearts that beat, lungs that breathe, brains that think and dream. We all share the same basic parts and functions. Our similarities run much deeper than our differences. Underneath it all, we're more alike than we are different. This genetic legacy stretches back to our earliest ancestors, connecting us to people who lived thousands of years ago. So while our eyes see a world full of differences, science reveals a hidden world of profound similarity. A world where we're all much closer than we think. We're all bound together by this secret connection, sharing far more in common than we ever imagined. So, if we're 99.9% the same, where do our differences come from? The answer: a tiny 0.1% of our DNA. That sliver is where all our individuality lives. Eye color, hair texture, height, even some personality traits. Think of the human genome as a giant encyclopedia. The main text is the same for everyone, but the 0.1% is like unique notes in the margins. These small variations, called SNPs, are the source of our individuality. This 0.1% influences everything from your appearance to how your body processes food. But genes don't work alone. Your environment and experiences shape who you become too. DNA might give you a predisposition, but life writes the rest of your story. It's the dance between nature and nurture that makes you unique. Scientists are still unraveling how this interplay creates the wonderful diversity we see. Let's look at how that 0.1% shapes us. Eye color. Just a handful of genes control the pigment in your iris. Height. Hundreds of genetic variations add up to set your potential, but nutrition and health matter too. Some genetic differences can increase or decrease your risk for certain diseases. That's why doctors ask about family medical history. It's a window into your genetic risks. Even your sleep patterns and taste preferences can be traced back to your DNA. Our genes are woven into every part of our daily lives. But remember, environment and choices play a huge role in how these traits are expressed. Our DNA is the blueprint, but life is the architect. That 0.1% difference may sound tiny, but with 3 billion letters in our DNA, it adds up to about 3 million differences between any two people. Each of those differences is like a single letter changed in a massive instruction manual, quietly shaping who we are. These differences, called SNPs or single nucleotide polymorphisms, are scattered across our 23 pairs of chromosomes. They're like tiny markers, sprinkled throughout our genetic code, making each person's DNA unique. Some of these variations affect visible traits, like eye color or hair texture, while others are found in regions once called junk DNA, areas now known to help control how and when genes are switched on or off, influencing everything from our health to our personalities. Imagine 2 books, each 3 billion letters long, filled with the instructions for building a human being. The story is almost exactly the same, but with 3 million tiny differences, unique spellings, word choices, or phrases that make each book and each person distinct. That's how 2 human genomes compare, nearly identical, yet each with a personal twist that makes us who we are, even among siblings or twins. The 99.9% similarity is the epic story of being human we all share, connecting us across continents and generations. The 0.1% is your own edition of that story, a version that's never existed before and never will again. We're united by our shared code, but each of us brings a unique chapter, adding richness and variety to the human experience. Our diversity and unity are both written in our DNA, woven together in a tapestry that tells the story of humanity. We're one big human family, each with our own special variation, each contributing something irreplaceable to the world. That's the beauty of our genetic reality, a celebration of both what we share and what makes each of us unique. Imagine sitting across from a stranger on a train. You might look different, speak different languages, come from different cultures. But if you compared your DNA, you'd find you're 99.9% identical. The genes that build your heart, lungs, and brain are virtually the same. This connection transcends all superficial differences. Now, compare your DNA to a cousin's. You'll share even more of the same variations within that 0.1%, which is why family members resemble each other more. But the basic foundation is the same for everyone. Our differences are a matter of degree, not kind. There's no stranger gene or family gene, just variations on the same theme. The differences between populations are shaped by which variations became common as groups migrated and adapted. Underneath it all, we're all beautiful variations on the same human story. Where does our genetic similarity come from? Why, despite our differences, do we share so much in common at the DNA level? It all traces back to a small group of Homo sapiens in Africa, 200,000 to 300,000 years ago. This is where our story as a species truly began, on the vast and ancient landscapes of Africa. We all descend from this founder population, inheriting their DNA, passing it down through countless generations, connecting us in ways we often don't realize. About 60,000 years ago, a small group migrated out of Africa, spreading across the globe. These early explorers braved new environments and unknown lands. Because these groups were small, they carried only a subset of the genetic diversity found in Africa. Each migration meant a new chapter in our genetic story. That's why Africa still holds the most genetic diversity today. It remains the wellspring of our species' rich genetic heritage. As people settled in new places, they adapted. Lighter skin in the north, high-altitude adaptations, and countless other changes shaped by their environments. All these differences were shaped by natural selection, acting on just 0.1% of our DNA, the tiny fraction that makes us unique. But the underlying code stayed the same, linking us all together beneath the surface. We haven't been separated long enough for big genetic differences to develop. Our family tree is still young, in evolutionary terms. Every person you meet is a distant cousin, carrying a slightly different version of the same ancestral story, woven through time and place. Our shared genetic heritage is the story of humanity's journey across the planet, a journey that continues to connect us all. Identical twins are the ultimate example of genetic similarity. They start with 100% identical DNA. Yet, they're never exactly the same person. One might be outgoing, the other reserved. One loves spicy food, the other doesn't. Why? Because life experiences, environment, and choices shape us too. This is the nurture side of the nature versus nurture debate. Even identical DNA can be expressed differently thanks to epigenetics, chemical tags that turn genes on or off. Diet, stress, and environment all influence these tags, making twins more different over time. Our DNA is the script, but we're the actors who bring it to life. Our individuality is a partnership between biology and experience. We are more than just our genes. We are the sum of our entire existence. Even with identical blueprints, no two people are truly the same. Our journey through genetics reveals a powerful truth. Humanity is united by a profound connection. The differences we see, skin color, hair texture, facial features, are real, but genetically superficial. They're beautiful variations in a tiny fraction of our shared story. When we realize we share 99.9% of our DNA, it changes how we see each other. We're all members of one vast, diverse family. This fact is a powerful antidote to prejudice and division. Our shared genes give us the capacity for empathy, love, and cooperation. Next time you're in a crowd, remember, you're surrounded by distant cousins. We're all connected by an ancient, invisible thread of DNA. We are 99.9% the same, and that's a wonderful thing to know.